The sound of laughter hit me before I saw it. The kind of laughter meant to humiliate, not amuse. I stepped into the ballroom, gift bag still in hand, and froze. There he was, my wife's CEO, down on one knee, holding out a ring that sparkled under the chandelier. And his words cut clean through the air. "Will you leave your poor, impotent husband and marry me?" The room erupted. Champagne glasses clinked. Suits shook with laughter. And then she smiled. She didn't hesitate, didn't even glance at me. Yes. My chest didn't burn. It didn't break. It went cold. I didn't make a scene. I didn't throw the gift. I simply turned, walked out the same way I came in. They thought they'd humiliated me. They had no idea what they just set in motion. I met her 7 years ago. She was ambitious, magnetic, always reaching for more. And I was the quiet one, the builder. She called me her anchor. I called her my light. And for a while, it worked. When I invested in her company, she said it was our future. When I bought her the penthouse, she said it was our dream. When I gave her everything, time, trust, money, she said it was love. But love doesn't leave you in a ballroom, laughing with strangers, calling you impotent. The signs were there, long before the proposal. Late nights at work. Trips that didn't include me. The way her phone flipped face down when I entered the room. And her CEO, slick smile, rehearsed charm, always too close. I saw it. I filed it away. And I stayed silent, because I knew patience is sharper than rage. The night of the party when she said yes to him, she thought she'd won. She thought she was trading up. What she forgot was structure. The very structure she stood on, her salary, her bonuses, her shares, were all built on my stake. 90% of the company. Signed, sealed, untouchable. So I went home, poured a drink, and started pressing keys. Step 1, I logged into the corporate account. Every business trip, every team-building retreat, every event she'd scheduled, I canceled them all. Hotels released, jets grounded, cards declined. Step 2, I froze the discretionary funds. The endless flow of cash she used to impress people who thought she earned it. With one command, it was gone. Step 3, I called my attorney. Triggered the clause I'd been holding in silence for months. The buyout option. At market value. $357 million. Liquid. Mine. By midnight, my phone wouldn't stop vibrating. 156 missed calls. Voicemails stacking one after another. Her voice crying. Her CEO shouting. Board members pleading. But I let them pile up. Because the same silence they mistook for weakness was the silence that destroyed them. At 2 a.m., there was a knock at my door. Not frantic, not timid, deliberate. I opened it to find her. No makeup, hair undone, eyes swollen from tears. She looked smaller than I remembered. Not the glittering woman under chandeliers, just hollow. "Please," she whispered, "we made a mistake." I studied her. The woman who had laughed at me hours earlier. The woman who had chosen spectacle over loyalty. I didn't shout. I didn't spit venom. I simply asked, "Do you know what I did tonight?" Her lips trembled. "They told me. The shares, the money. You ruined us." I leaned closer. "No, I built it. And then I took it back." Her tears spilled. "We can fix this. We can start over." I almost laughed. Almost. Instead, I stepped aside, letting the silence answer. She didn't come in. She knew she wasn't welcome. In the weeks that followed, the empire crumbled. The CEO was ousted in disgrace. His proposal leaked online. recorded by some guest eager for gossip. Headlines called him a predator, a fool. Investors fled. My wife, or rather my ex-wife, became a pariah. No job offers, no invitations, just whispers about betrayal and humiliation. And me? I walked away with $357 million. My name intact, my silence unbroken. I don't miss her. I don't miss them. What I remember most is the laughter in that ballroom. The sound of dozens of people mocking me, certain they were watching my downfall. But here's the truth. I don't raise my voice. I don't beg. I don't fight in the open. I wait. I calculate. And when the moment comes, I don't just win. I erase.